guys, I'm back and today I'm doing the 8th update to my Wheel of Lippies project pan here on YouTube. I'm so excited to be here today because we have a very exciting update, and that's all of the spoiler you're gonna get. You have to watch and see what's getting rolled out today, but let's just hop straight into this project. Everything will be linked in the description box below if you don't know what's going on, and so then you can just get right into it. First, we have from my 6th update, NARS Afghan Red, and this is a beautiful regular lipstick, and my goal was 5 uses on this. I used it 4 times on my most recent update, and I have used it 1 additional time in the past month, so this will be rolled out. This is a stunning lipstick, and I have decided to keep it because I can't part with this. Then next we have Buxom Power Line Lip Liner in the shade Hush Hush Henna. My goal was 6 uses for this product. I had used it 5 times at my last update, and I used it 1 additional time this past month, so this will also be rolled out. I love this lip liner, and frankly, I think this would be super easy to pan because there's not a ton of product in here, and it goes with like everything, so I'm definitely keeping this. Then next we have another lip liner, and this is Dior Crayon Contour Liner Lip Pencil in the shade Opera. This one, my goal was 7 uses. I had used it 4 times at my most recent update, and I used it 3 additional times since then. So I will be rolling this out. I don't know if I want to keep this one or not. In that first swatch, it looks great, but it wants to like stick to itself sometimes on the lips, and it'll be very hard to blend out once it starts sticking to itself. And so it's been kind of hard to use. You can see there it's gripping in certain areas and not others, which is really just not what I want from a lip liner, because I want to be able to get a really crisp line and then blur the inside so that I can mesh with whatever product that I'm putting over it. And I just can't do that with this product. I don't have this issue with the other colors. I think it's just because this color is so deep, these kinds of shades are harder to formulate, and this is the result. So this is going in the unsure for now. It's still a beautiful color. I still can make it work. I'm just wondering if like it's worth it. Then the last product that was rolled over from my 6th update is this Buxom Full On Lip Polish in the shade Jasmine. My goal was 2 uses. I had used it 0 times at my most recent update, and I used it 2 times this past month. So this will be rolled out. This is a really pretty color. I don't know if this is necessarily a go-to shade for me, but I really like it, and I kind of go back and forth between like when I keep everything that I kind of like, it doesn't really give me enough time to use everything and enjoy everything, but I also don't necessarily know if I want to get rid of something just because I might not finish it. So this is going in unsure for now. Then the next products are from my last update when they were rolled in. The first is this L'Oreal Pro Matte Lip Gloss in the shade Rouge Envy. My goal was 8 uses, and I used it 8 times this past month. This formula is really just so pretty, and I think with this color, it's very flattering. I can sheer it out by taking a little bit with my finger and patting it on my lips, or I can wear it as a more full lip color, and both ways are beautiful. This wears off really nicely as well. It doesn't like peel or patch strangely. It just kind of gradually wears off like a gloss almost, and I have really enjoyed it, so I'm going to keep it. Then next is this NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in the shade Train Blue. My goal was 6 uses, and I wore it for the 6th time today. This is what I'm wearing right now, and this is a beautiful color. This makes me feel so good about my decision to get rid of that pure liquid lipstick in the shade About Last Night, because it's the same color, and I didn't even know that this was basically the same thing. I didn't think about this in my head when I was deciding to get rid of that, but this isn't expired and it wears much better. It's not completely transfer proof. Like if I go like this, it'll smear, but it is still really easy to wear. I think it looks really nice. It makes my teeth look super white, and I've just really enjoyed reaching for it. I feel very striking in this lip color, so I'm definitely going to be keeping this one. The next one was my Huda Beauty Liquid Matte in the shade Trophy Wife. Kind of went back and forth with this one, and I decided to put it in the unsure pile. My goal was one use, and I used it one time, and I just don't feel like I don't know, based off of that one use, whether or not this is something that I really, really love. The shade is really pretty, but it's a shade that I used to wear a lot more in high school than I do now. So it kind of just depends. I'm just not sure if this is still within my tastes, but the formula is lovely. So I'm putting it at unsure, and I will reckon with it at the end of this whole process. The next shade is my Stila. This is Color Balm lipstick in the shade Isabel. This is kind of an interesting balmy minty formula. My goal was 3 uses, and I used it 3 times, so this will also be rolled out. I kind of go back and forth. I think it can look really pretty on me, but there's just something about it that when I'm doing my makeup, when I have all of my nude lipstick options, I'll put this on and I'll be like, this isn't quite right, and I'll take it off and put on a different nude, like MAC Princess Incognito or Hush Hush Henna or something like that. There's just something a little bit too bright for it to be a nude, but then it's too light for it to be like a bold color on me, I feel like. So I think I am going to let this go. I've had it for ages. I've tried panning it before and just it didn't work. And so I am just going to say goodbye to this. It's really old. They don't make it anymore. And I just don't think I'm gonna actually reach for it. Okay, but when it's my only option, I reach for it, but it's not in my big collection. So that's why I've decided to let it go. Then we have this NARS satin lip pencil in the shade Rick Keegan, and my goal was to use it twice, and I did. This is similar to the NARS one, but it has this like almost like frostiness to it. It has like a sheen. This was okay, but it is definitely expired. So because I was like, it's fine, and it's expired, I've also decided to declutter this. Then the last product was my Revlon lip gloss in the shade Pango Peach. My goal was to use this 5 times, and I did use it 5 times. So this is also going to be rolled out. This was fine. This is honestly, like if someone was like, where can you get like a good lip gloss at the drugstore? Nothing fancy, just a little bit of shine and sparkle on the lips. I would tell them to reach for this, although it honestly might be discontinued. But it's not my beloved Buxom full-on lip cream formula. I'm going to put it in the maybe pile for now and reckon once I've tried kind of all of the lip gloss formulas in my collection. So we have another full rollout this month. These are all of the products that we're saying goodbye to, and now it's time to select 10 new products to roll into this project. So if you are new here, I'm going to randomly generate 8 shades from my available 85 lip products, and then I'm going to hand select 2 to round things out. I have my random generator pulled up on my laptop, and I am going to select or randomly generate 8 shades. So the random generator is set with between 2 and 86, which is how my spreadsheet is set up, and we're going to generate 63, 13, 39, 57, 31, 38, 45, and 60. I am going to go figure out what shades those correspond to and pick my 2 shades, and I'll be right back. So I'm back, and I have pulled 8 shades and hand selected 2 shades, so let's hop straight into it. The first one is this Dear Dahlia lip tint in the shade Bordeaux. I've actually never used this. I've swatched it a couple times, but it's fairly new to my collection, and I am really excited to give it a go. It's a very pretty lip tint in a nice like kind of lighter red color, and I'm going to be using Bordeaux 3 times. And that was number 63. Number 13 is this Lip Brulee High Shine Creme Gloss in the shade Panna Cotta, and I have only worn this handful of times as well. And I am going to be using this shade 2 times. The next shade is NARS, and it's this lipstick in the shade Tolid. This was number 39, and I love this lipstick, so I'm very excited to have it rolled into this project. It's such an easy semi-sheer nude, and I will be using Tolid 7 times. The next shade is by Kat Von D, and this is the shade Carnation in their XD Vinyl Lip Creams. And I've only worn this a handful of times, but it's a very gray mauve, and I will be using this shade 1 time. The next one I rolled in was number 31, and that corresponded to Anastasia Beverly Hills Stargazer. This is obviously right up my alley, and I will be using this shade 3 times. Number 38 was Hourglass lips. This is their, forget what type of lipstick this is, but it's the shade I'm Addicted. And I have mixed feelings about this lipstick. It pulls kind of yellow on me, I think, and that might be why I never really reach for it naturally, but I'm going to be using this shade 6 times. Next up is number 45, and that turned out to be another one of these L'Oreal Pro Matte glosses, and this is in the shade Aphrodite Kiss, kind of similar in shade to that Stargazer by Anastasia Beverly Hills, so maybe we'll get a good direct comparison of which I like between these 2 shades. I'm going to be using this 7 times. The last randomly generated shade is also from KVD, and this is their Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Love Dare 90. This, I think, I'm going to swatch it, is very similar to Carnation, and so I'm curious to see how these 2 will compare over the next month, but this is going to be a cream formula and this is a matte formula, so maybe I'll prefer one over the other, and I'll be using this 3 times. The first shade that I hand selected, I wanted to be a gloss that was just easy to wear, so I picked this Morphe lip gloss in the shade Groupie because it's pretty sheer, kind of shimmery, and I thought it could go easily just kind of on low makeup days or in conjunction with maybe one of these other shades. And I am going to be using this lip gloss 6 times. The last product I hand selected was from MAC, and it's their lip liner in Control. I wanted to try a lip liner in a formula that I haven't tried yet to, again, go with some of these other products, and I decided to do this one just because I think it's a beautiful color, but I don't really have many other opinions other than that, and I will be using this 5 times. So that is everything that I have for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're having an incredible, awesome day wherever you are, and that you stick around. I am so excited to have a full rollout today and 10 new shades to work on. This is a very different color story than what we were looking at last time. I'm super excited for these bright, fun, summery pinks and some of these warmer nudes mixed in. And I'm really hoping I can keep up the good momentum with all of my project pans that I've been seeing lately. And most of all, I really hope that you're having a good one and that I get to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys.